Shalom. We give all honor, praise, glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahakadash Shakah, the honors of the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and the elders in my camp over me. Shalom to the whole elect and to the elect. This is going to be called Brace Yourself. It was inspired by, I think, last week or so. The title Brace Yourself, we was talking about gas and everything at the moment, and it rising. And this video is really long overdue, but it's about a spirit because since I got the idea for the video, I've got more stuff to put into the video, more videos and different articles to bring out. So I'm gonna start off with those. Let me see. Now I'm gonna get the articles. So yeah, you basically gotta brace yourself for what's about to come, and you can see what's coming, through current events, such as this Russian war that they got going on, so they can have an excuse for other stuff, like the gas thing that they want to do. They want to say it's because of the war, right? So, anyways, it says gas. It says on Tuesday the price of a gallon of regular gasoline broke a 14-year record in the U.S. According to American Automobile Association, as the national average gas price soared past its previous peak of $4.14. So I guess but it said 4144. So that's spiritual. Per gallon, said in July '08, and continued rising to hit 4.3 per gallon on Tuesday. So that's the national average is 4.3. National average. So that's the average out of all places, all cities and everything. That's not, because if you go to the big cities like Chicago, LA, maybe New York too, big cities, it's more than $4. You got $6-7 going on in LA right now. It's like $5 in Chicago. I don't know about no other places, but where, if it's money there, then the gas price is not going to just be $4. And you're going to see in one of the videos that I pull up. So you got to brace yourself for what's coming, because, following high gas is going to be high food, hyperinflation, which leads to other stuff like people not be able to eat, panic, and chaos. People won't be able to pay for things. The stuff that the movies show you. So I got something else. And Biden says U.S. ban Russian oil imports in response to Putin's invasion of Ukraine. This was some days ago. Now, the gas was affected before he put this out. Like, it didn't, it happened before he put it out, so it's no point of doing this. I mean, this is gonna make it worse, really. This could drive it up probably $1 more plus. Let me see. Because the invasion was really what's caused the gas to go up. Then he announced this. So if it so basically, if the gas went up before he did this, you better brace yourself. Just killing us, says at $1,100 for a tank of gas, truckers feel the pain at the pump.
Gas prices continuing to go up tonight in the Carolinas. In the country, around the world.
Let's get right to the current averages right now, and everything is above $4. The average for Charlotte, regular unleaded, is $4.13 a gallon. Across the state of North Carolina, $4.18 is the...
And yeah, everyone knows the gas has been going up. Everyone knows it's getting expensive. Everyone's talking about it. But not everybody is talking about what can cause this. I mean, what can follow this? What will follow this?
The average. In South Carolina, the average right now is $4.01 a gallon. Today, President Joe Biden set a ban on all imports of Russian energy and oil into the U.S. About 3% of the oil used across the country from last year came from Russia. Biden has warned that gas prices would rise, but he also said that banning this will cut funding for Russia's President Vladimir Putin.
Even if you don't drive, you can still be affected. Our Glenn Counts is in Uptown tonight. And Glenn, you spent the day talking to truck drivers, among those responsible for delivering necessities to the store, who are dealing with diesel that's sometimes $5 a gallon.
Well, truckers are a very hard-working bunch, but not a happy one these days. That's because they say they are getting hammered by fuel prices in ways that the rest of us just don't want to imagine. Every time you gas up these days, your fuel bill might give you sticker shock. But if you want to see what a nightmare looks like, come to a truck stop.
All the money going there.
Jose Fernandez has been a truck driver for...
He said all the money goes in there. All his money.
30 years. He owns his own rig. He drove up from Florida and is headed to Ohio. Take a look at that meter. $1,000 and still climbing for one tank. Man, that's almost $1,100.
Yes, sir. $1,100. We paid before $600.
The prices are just killing us. They really are.
Robert Baker's been a trucker for more than 15 years. He says gas prices are eating into his standard of living.
It's a terrible feeling, you know. You're out here busting your butt day and night, not even going home seeing your family or anything, and you're not making anything to show for it.
Joseph Fleming is from Dallas.
He says it's a terrible feeling. Eventually, that's gonna get people to that's gonna rile people up, and I'm gonna get that too. Somebody actually, feeling that kind of way about this gas, because it's more than just about gas. It's about being able to afford and being able to sustain yourself. People need their cars sometime to get around. People make a living off of their cars, so that can alter a lot of people, alter a lot of people's position, and cause them to, I want to say the word insurrection, because that's gonna come up with too. Let me get this video.
Dallas, Texas, and he says the truckers' problem is our problem because their costs will be passed on to us.
I mean, to be honest, the rates for the loads that I do, I'm adding to it, man. The people that I'm contracted with, they raising the rates, so it's going to affect the people, the consumers. So, I mean, it hurts.
So this trip will cost you, just in fuel alone, almost $3,600.
Yes, sir.
Ouch.
Yes, it's a lot of money.
Almost 36. This trip will cost you, just in fuel alone, almost $3,600.
Yes, sir.
He's the reporter interviewer asked, this trip alone will cost you $3,600 for fuel alone. Let me double check and make sure that's what he said.
Hurts.
So this trip will cost you, just in fuel alone, almost $3,600.
Yes, sir.
Ouch.
Yes, it's a lot of money.
Okay, so let's get some of these, because the other guy said it's not a good feeling. Now let's see how this Jake feels about it.
In Los Angeles today, and they tell me they are
One of the highest prices.
stressed out over these soaring gas prices.
It made me want to stop and slap somebody because this is. It made me want to stop and slap somebody because this is ridiculous, It made me want to stop and slap somebody because this is ridiculous. I'm out here trying to door it down, and I can't make no money. It's all going in my tank.
Now that's some real shit. The lady recording it, she laughing. That's some real shit. People really feeling this, and they're going to feel it even more. Cause when I first watched the video, I had these thoughts, but now, watching it again, look at it in his face. He's dead serious.
It made me want to stop and
Soaring gas prices.
It made me want to stop and slap somebody because this is ridiculous. I'm out here trying to door it down, and I can't make no money. It's all going in my tank.
Man, he's fucking serious, bruh. Now he said it makes me want to stop and slap somebody because people are not gonna take this lightly. People is gonna change people when people can't afford to eat, to live, to pay their bills. Then that's when it's gonna be chaos. Let me grab this. Second Ezra 16 and 70, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those. No, that's not it. Salakia. No, I'm thinking of no, Salakia. I had the wrong word in my mind. Second Ezra 9 and 3 is going to be uproars. Second Ezra 9 and 3, therefore when there should be seen earthquakes, and then the point is uproars of the people in the world. So this is just one man saying make me want to stop and slap somebody. What about when a whole city feels that way, want to stop and slap somebody? That's going to result in this, because that's just a small version of I'm finna get it. Second Ezra 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and great tribulation. This is just the beginning. This is why this is called brace yourself. Because that man saying makes me want to stop and slap somebody, that could turn into make me want to kill somebody so I can survive. Because that's funny, but you got to look deeper than that. Just make me want to stop and slap somebody and laugh. Yeah, it's funny, but then look at it some more. What about when gas becomes $15 a gallon? What do you think he's going to do then? He can't, he's going to have to do something. A bunch of people going to have to do something. They're going to bust in houses. They're going to rob people. It's going to be chaos. And this is what they planned all this stuff. Because it's gas, but you got to look deeper. What's going to follow this? Now let's get this other one.
Trying to door it down, and I can't make no money. It's all.
Fuckers want a reality check?
There we go.
Fuckers want a reality check? I'm gonna give you a reality check. $1,052 to fill a semi-truck in Tennessee. It is currently, right now, $5.15 a gallon. What the fuck are y'all gonna do next month when your gallon of milk costs $11?
What you gonna do when a gallon of milk costs $11? Because you gotta think about that too. If a gallon of milk, which usually costs about $2 or $3, costs $11, what about a steak, a pack of meat, or some water or some juice or more expensive necessities. Because if milk is usually $2, some meat is probably $12. I don't know, I gotta see, but let's just say milk is $2, some meat $10, a pack of little meat $10. Then milk is $11. A pack of meat could be $40. People's expenses has now changed. I'm gonna play the video.
You hear that? That's the only way you get milk. Reefer units, refrigerated trailers. It ain't like y'all gonna do without. Y'all better wake the fuck up.
Wake up and brace yourself for what's about to come. Because the refrigerated trucks that's chopping these foods, they got more than just milk. They got all type of foods that need to be refrigerated. And if these truckers aren't making enough money, they won't be able to drive them trucks no more. Because the gas is up. That means the food won't be able to start coming through. You see? It's more than just the gas going up. Because the food got to get here. And if the gas can't fuel the trucks, the food won't get here. And there'll be a lack of food. Which is, the famine. Lack of bread. Mother's gonna go crazy. So brace yourself, because it's about to come. The elder Shariaf, he was just making some World War III updates, talking about how Russia, is not gonna slow down. They're not gonna let up. Then Biden so-called sanctions, because we know that they're not gonna do nothing. Because Biden just said, one of the elders brought out, Biden just said, if he sends troops, that's World War III. So, they're not going to do nothing, for real. And this is just going to continue. These sanctions going to continue. And then, things going to get worse. So just, brace yourself. I want to bring this out too, because the Apostle Ramlab, he mentioned this too.
Of everything, right? And what do you think these truckers are going to do when they can't afford to put gas in their tanks to be able to make a living? They're going to stop. And when that stops, guess what? The whole shebang stops. The whole kit and caboodle stops. Then you're going to see a desperation. If this gas crisis continues on, if they don't do something about it. Because if they don't, eventually people that's out there driving for a living are not going to be able to be, it's not going to be worth them making, they're just going to be driving to put gas in the car. And that's going to cause...
Driving to put gas in the car. Let me pull that back up. Where was I with it? Right here.
People, the consumers. So it hurts.
So this trip will cost you just in fuel alone almost $3,600.
Yes, sir.
So this trip alone with the fuel costs $3,600. See, they'll be driving just to
for a living are not going to be able to be. It's not going to be worth them making. They're just going to be driving to put gas in the car.
All right. The Spirit, he said that because this video, he gotta spend $3,600 for the gas alone. I don't know how much they make, but I'm pretty sure that's a chunk of his profit. Now, what about when it goes up $1 or $2 more? You know what I'm saying? You gotta brace yourself. Let me see if I got any other scriptures on hold. Second Ezra 15:7. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. There's many, You can say there's many meanings to it, but it's saying should go into the city and shall not be able to. Now you got movies of how they cut off cities. You can't even if you got gas, they gonna cut stuff off for certain martial law mandates or things like that. But I thought about this scripture too, as far as the gas. They're gonna try to go into the city, and they can't even get there because they can't afford the gas. So this could come to pass in this way as well. You're not gonna be able to go nowhere unless by train or whatever. But that can affect that too. And them trucks ain't going nowhere if the gas, keeps rising. Yeah, and I already read 19. So, us hopeful elect, us brothers, mainly in my congregation, and other brothers that laboring, we gotta brace ourselves too, cause we're in the know. Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Yes. This wisdom of these scriptures that are telling us what's going to happen through the Spirit is our stability. Through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is why we, hopeful elect, this is what we meditate on. This is why we see what's coming, and we're ready for it through the Spirit. Because regardless of what happens, Lord said, my servant shall eat. Isaiah 65:13. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. So, when this famine happens, we believe through the Spirit that we will be taken care of, one way or another. Whether it's through the power that the Lord gives us, or he sends an angel down to act like a man in a store, gives us free food, whatever, we're going to be taken care of. Reminds me of a dream. I believe Apostle Tahar had it a while ago, or somebody, but they had spiritual power, and they made a tree come to them, like a tree branch extend down to him or something, and he, but just something about them feeding themselves through the power that the Lord gave them, So, the Lord willing, this is edifying and or exhorting. We got to brace ourselves. So, shalom.